Welcome to Restoule Provincial Park. So we're at Restoule Provincial Park near North Bay, Ontario. We're going to be here for 5 nights. We're going to be doing some kayaking, some paddle boarding, some hiking. We're actually on a hike right now. There's a lot of stuff to do here. Beautiful Restoule Lake and Stormy Lake. There's the Fire Tower Trail with a gorgeous lookout over Stormy Lake. We're going to explore all that. We've never been to this park before. We also have some news to share, and that is our channel name is changing.
Yes, it is.
For many years, it's been Bent Guy 516.
And now it's going to be Camping
with the Coles.
Welcome.
We decided to change it because Bent Guy 516 is kind of a stupid name and it's just based on a nickname. So we wanted to have something that's a little more in line with the content that we're providing. So from now on, it'll be Camping with the Coles. You don't have to do anything with your subscription or anything like that. It's just all going to flow into the same thing. You might have noticed in the intro the new name, Camping with the Coles. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and enjoy Restoule.
Hit that subscribe button.
We're here at the trailer dump station. There is only one trailer dump spot. The hose is not threaded. In the same loop, there are 2 potable water fill-up stations. Only one is threaded, and they are side by side, yet the laneway is so narrow that you can't get past. So it's not the ideal setup. One person is filling up, nobody else can fill up. And nobody can use the dump station. So not a real big fan of that. I guess if we had a smaller trailer or whatever, somebody might be able to try to squeeze by. There are 3 campgrounds at Restoule. Kettle's Point, which is electric, Putts Point, which is non-electric, and Bell's Point, which is non-electric. There's 268 electrical sites and 99 non-electric. There's 3 beaches, and they coincide to the campgrounds. So there's Kettle's Point Beach, Putts Point Beach, and Bell's Point Beach. And Bell's Point Beach has a dog-friendly area and apparently a leash-free area. So if you got a dog, bring them and frolic in the water, have lots of fun. This is group site 601. It's a beautiful location. It's right on the water. Its own little private beach right there. There's a boat launch, and this is also the place that all the canoeists go to do the backcountry camping. The park itself has 11 backcountry sites, and outside of the park there are 40 other sites, 20 along the French River and another 20 in other lakes around the area. So that boat launch is the start-off point for many canoe routes. 5 hiking trails totaling 10 kilometers. 4 of the trails you can also bike on. One of the trails is a specific mountain biking path that was just put on this year. So it's for the more adventurous people with real mountain bikes. That's about 2.8 kilometers long. Fire Tower Trail is the trail to go on if you come here. If you can only do one trail, you got to do the Fire Tower Trail. It's a beautiful hike. You can't do it on a bike at all. It does go up quite high. There's a beautiful payoff at the end, well, kind of in the middle of it. And it is a lookout where you were 100 meters above the water looking out over Stormy Lake. We kayaked through Stormy Lake and saw that cliff. It was gorgeous. Behind me here is the Solatus site. They are up in those trees and they got a pathway. Takes you right down to the beach here. Nice sandy bottom. Stays shallow for a long time. Really nice for swimming, for bringing the kayaks out and the paddleboard. This is the dog beach at Putts Point. So Cheryl and I have been walking around checking out all the sites. Wanted to see how the actual campsites compare to other parks. Now the area around where we are, and we're about the third row from the waterfront sites. The first 3 rows, the waterfront, the second row, and the third row, there is not a lot of privacy there. They're pretty jammed in tight, especially the second row. The second row, sometimes it looks like the people are in a fishbowl. I would not recommend the second row of the sites. And we checked out Bell's Point and Kettle's Point. And waterfront sites are awesome, but if you're going for the second row or third row, the sites aren't that great, they're not that big, and there's not a lot of privacy. You get further back and you get some really nice sites, good size, some good privacy. So if you can get waterfront, because you can't go wrong with waterfront. If you can't get the waterfront, I'd go for a couple of rows back, because you'll get a really nice site, and you know, it's the difference of a couple of steps to get down to the water. So that's my opinion on Restoule.
Okay, here we go, people. Oh wait! I'm off! I'm coming. I think I need to grab the ring. Oh, wait, I'm coming. Oh gosh, it's not. I can't get to it. Okay, I'm almost there. I gotta grab the ring. Okay, try now.
I'm told that when you go to Restoule, you have to go to Jerry's General Store. It's open 8 days a week, and they've got everything. Well, we just spent 5 nights at Restoule Provincial Park, and we loved it. For rating this park, it's a little difficult for us because there are some things that aren't so good, and there's some things that are great. So the things that are great kind of outweigh the things that are not so good. So just to start off with the not so good things.
There is no park store, there's no visitor center, nature center. The fill dump station is kind of a bad layout. It needs to be revised, I think.
Yeah, that dump station, in order to pull up to dump, it's a sweeping right turn. It's a right turn loop. The dump on your trailer is on the left, so you can't see that at all. So you need to have a spotter out to tell you when to stop for the dump station. Plus, you can't get really tight up against it. You need a fairly long hose. You have to be back from the hole. So, not a good layout. I mentioned it early on in the video, how I didn't like the potable water fill up, and you really can't get past anybody. You're just gonna have to sit and wait for people to do their thing.
This is geared towards the trailer people.
Yeah, for sure. And all our reviews and our Coles notes are really, they're for what we like. It's our personal preferences. You might have very different ones, but we're trying to give an overall view of what we like. So some of the great things, Cheryl.
Love the lake. Great for kayaking, paddleboarding, canoeing.
Yeah,
Lots to see.
Yeah, both lakes, Restoule and Stormy Lake.
Yeah.
And you can kayak or canoe from Restoule Lake into Stormy Lake down a nice river, and there's a small little rapids. The water is fairly high, so we're able to go through that. It was good. And the hiking trail, what about the Fire Tower Trail?
Yeah, that's one of the best trails we've ever hiked, I think.
Yeah, that was amazing. We went through several different types of forests in there. We saw the fire tower. Can't go up it, it's a decommissioned tower. You can look up and see the floorboards are missing and stuff. And then the lookout. Wow, what a lookout. 100 meters up, sheer rock face.
Yeah,
Okay.
It overlooks Stormy Lake, so it's a nice view.
The sites. I've mentioned it earlier in the video about the first 3 rows, how there's not a lot of privacy, but I'm okay with giving up some privacy if I can get a waterfront site, because then I can do all my water sports and swimming from there. So I'm okay with that.
Proceed 4 kilometers on
But
the
to
current
be in
road.
site 2 or row 2 or row 3,
If you have a larger trailer, it's a little more challenging to get in spots.
yeah, it's a tight road to get in and very tight for trying to back up into a site.
How would you rate?
It sounds funny because so far this season we've given everything 4 trailers.
I've been going to good parks, I guess.
Right, and this one I'd give 4 trailers too, but kind of for a different reason. Like I said, the good is the beautiful hiking, the beautiful lakes, the kayaking, canoeing, all that's really good.
My favorite.
And that kind of outweighs the no visitor center, no store,
Dump station.
some of the small sites and the privacy issues. So, would you agree with me? 4 stars or 4 trailers?
Yes, I would give it 4 trailers. And it reminds me of an old-fashioned park. More family-oriented, I think.
Yep. So that's it. 4 trailers.
4 trailers.
And that's a review of Restoule Provincial Park. And right now, we are on our way to Restoule Provincial Park.
Yay!
And we should probably be there in about half an hour.
Give you the review when we're finished.
Yep, but you probably won't see this for another week or so. And thank you for watching Camping with the Coles. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you at the next campground.
Bye.
Bye.